Hi, I'm Tom Sullivan, and this is my project on the Grand Tetons. My dad really wants to help, too.
Hi, I've never taken an earth science class before. I'm really excited. So Tom, what are the Teton Mountains?
The Teton mountain range is part of the Rocky Mountains. They are located mostly in Wyoming, but also in Idaho, just south of Yellowstone National Park. The highest peak is 13,770 feet high and is called the Grand Teton. The Teton Range was formed by earthquakes, but glaciers gave the Tetons their unique shape and their characteristics.
Well, Tom, how exactly did the glaciers shape the Tetons?
2 million years ago, ice that was 3,000 feet thick covered the area. Jackson Hole, a town near the Tetons, was buried in ice 1,500 feet thick. So the glaciers slowly carved out the surfaces, giving them a mottled look. There are still glaciers there today, which have deep cracks or crevices in them.
How are crevices formed?
Imagine the glacier is like a giant Snickers candy bar. The harder shell, or ice, cracks because the nougat, or base, remains flexible. Dad, that's not even the right candy bar.
So Tom, are the glaciers the only reason there are lots of rocks in the Tetons?
It's one reason, but not the only reason. Weathering and volcanic activity also created lots of rocks. Here are the types of rocks you'll find. Gneiss, bright-eyed gneiss, amphibolite, quartzite, and steatite. These are 5 types of metamorphic rocks. You'll also find 4 kinds of igneous rock: granite, pegmatite, diabase, and obsidian. Lastly, you'll see shale, limestone, and conglomerate, which are 3 types of sedimentary rock.
Tom, I like rock. Rock and roll, that is.
Hilarious, Dad.
So Tom, if the Tetons are made up of so much hard material, like rocks, I'm guessing the region is very static and stable.
Actually, there is a lot of motion and activity taking place there. As I already mentioned, there are still glaciers in the Teton mountain range. The glaciers move because of gravity and temperature, but glaciers aren't the only things in motion. Avalanches and landslides also take place on the surface of the Tetons and change its appearance. But there is also activity underneath the surface of the mountains. For example, the constant movement and collision of tectonic plates causes a lot of activity under the surface of the mountains. Also, there is quite a lot of volcanic activity. For example, a plume of magma lies 5 miles underneath Yellowstone. The magma bulges and sinks, moving the ground beneath our feet, and, on occasion, an earthquake will move the land violently.
So the Grand Tetons are quite a sight to see.
Yes, they are an inspiration not only to geologists, but also to tourists, photographers, and artists. In fact, Mount Moran, a mountain in Teton National Park, was named after the great 19th century landscape artist Thomas Moran, who created amazing paintings of the West.
Did you say painting?
Dad, that's not even your artwork. We're done here.